Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is CJ, and if you're new to this channel, we get into beauty, fashion, and all things life. So if that's something that you're interested in, subscribe to the channel, please, and let's get into the video. So does any of this sound familiar? Girl, I can't walk in heels. Heels just not for me. Or no, I think I wear my sneakers. Yeah, girl, it's time to drop the sneakers and the flip-flops and let's get into some heels. Now, take it from me, I was an avid heel wearer most of my life. And then when COVID happened, I started getting into sneakers, flip-flops, and sandals, and I just completely neglected all of my heels. But as of recently, I kind of was like, no, we need to start back putting on our heels. We need to start back dressing up, being feminine, walking around strutting our stuff. So if you're the type who feels like you don't like to wear heels, you can't walk in heels and you don't feel confident, I got something for you. Okay, so the first problem is that most of us who either wore heels, stop wearing them, and then we try to jump right back into the heel game, or if you've never worn heels, the problem that we have is we try to go from being flat to the ground in sneakers, flats, and flip-flops, and then we try to jump to the highest heel on the shelf, and that's not possible. Like, we can't do that. We're gonna be walking around like Bambi and eating pavement if we try to do such a drastic change. So my first tip is, if you are going to start wearing heels, start with the easiest heel, which will be a kitten heel. Now I have a few examples that I can show you, so you can take what I have, or if you don't like this style, you go get your own style and you wear that. But I would suggest to start with a kitten heel. So these are the new styles now, and they are so freaking cute. They even have them on Fashion Nova now in a few styles. They got them in pink, brown, black, all types of colors. They're so freaking cute. And this is one of the easiest shoes to walk on because it's similar to a flat, but it gives you just a little lift off the ground to still make you feel like a little sassy. Like, this is a sassy shoe to me. I love this shoe so much. So Steve Madden has them for $40. But Fashion Nova has them for $13. Now, I actually saw this in a store when I went to the mall, and I saw them for $16, and I just had to have them. Like, when I put them on my foot, it was like I felt so cute in these. So I cannot wait to style them. The current style is to wear them with like either a mini skirt or capris. I think I would do the capri look because I really like it with like a cute little fitted halter top and some nice capri pants, either like the polka dot or the plain color. But these with some capris, it eats down. So I would suggest to start with something low like this. Now, the downside to this shoe is that it does slip from under you. So you gotta walk around, practicing these shoes a little bit, like walk around your house, like wear them to the store, and just walk slow. But this is one of the easiest shoes to start with. All right, so the next easiest shoe is going to be the wedge. Now, I have two examples of wedges that I want to show you. So the first one is going to be the ones that I actually have on today. And it's a wedge like this. Now, these I got from Fashion Nova. I think they're so cute. Like, the minute I saw them, I had to get them because this just reminds me of like 90s fashion. And I always say that I feel like I came up in the wrong era. Like, I wish that I was a young adult in the 90s, and this just reminds me of the 90s. So this is definitely a wedge. The wedge gives you a full support of the shoe, so you're not walking like on the ground with this part of your foot. So that's what makes it such an easy shoe to walk in. However, I feel like this type of wedge is for an advanced heel wearer because it does not have the support of a strap. So I feel like first starting out, you probably want to wear either a very low shoe if it doesn't have a strap, or a shoe with a strap if it's going to be high off the ground, because it'll give you that security that you need to walk confidently in the shoe. The type of wedge that I would recommend, or one type, is going to be something like this. Now, this is a lace-up wedge, so it has all of the security of a strap. It has the straps in front and the strap on the toe. So this will be something that I would suggest that you walk in when you are first starting out. If you like tall heels. Now, not everybody likes tall heels. I'm a short girl, so I like to wear my shoes like high off the ground. For the most part, I'm going to choose a very tall heel. But if you like tall heels, definitely get something with a strap. Now, if you don't like tall heels, I got something for you too. This little cute wedge here, this is the Octavia wedge, and they got this from Fashion Nova. Do not sleep on Fashion Nova. They have very, very cute shoes. And if you're not even sure that you're going to wear your heels all the time, definitely start there because the shoes are affordable. Like, it doesn't matter whether you spend a lot of money, a little bit of money, it doesn't matter. The shoes are going to hurt, period. So you might as well get a bang for your buck. So with this shoe, it's not that tall. Now, usually I don't like shoes that does not have a platform because they're not that comfortable to walk in. It kind of feels like you're walking on the ball of your foot the whole night. But these shoes here, they are very, very comfortable. And it gives you an ankle strap so that you can wear it and feel like comfortable, like the shoe is not like slipping off of your foot or anything like that. My favorite way to wear these is with jeans, like with the toe peeping from underneath. It's just so sexy. So yeah, definitely start with something like this if you don't like to be like high off the ground. Okay, my last suggestion is going to be the Almighty platform. So with this shoe, this gives you the support just like a wedge, except obviously it doesn't have like the full bottom, but usually on a platform shoe, the heel is very thick. Now they do have platform shoes where there is a skinny heel. I do not recommend those for, beginners, or if you're breaking back into the game. I do not recommend that. I recommend something with a full thick heel so that you can have like the security. Now, I know there's people online that say a thick heel is not sexy, but that is a lie because obviously this is a sexy shoe. It wraps around the ankle. Like anything that wraps around the ankle to me is a sexy shoe. I would definitely start with something like this if you want to get like a platform, if you don't want to wear a wedge, because honestly, wedges don't go with everything. You cannot put on a wedge and with like a very sexy dress. You need like a shoe like this. So start with something like this. Get you a pair of these, get you a pair of wedges, and yeah, those are your beginner shoes. Now, some non-beginner shoe recommendations are these. Let's start with this one. Although this shoe is very comfortable, surprisingly, this is a very comfortable shoe, and it's such a cute shoe. Like, this is like the dupe to the Christian Louboutin, and then even Steve Madden has a dupe, but for $120. This one I got on Fashion Nova for $27.99 or somewhere around that price. And it's honestly such a comfortable shoe, but it has a skinny heel. So I would say you can try your luck with this one just because it's not that tall. But if you're not 100% confident in wearing heels, I would stay away from this for now. You can get them. If you like them, get them while they're on the market. Put them away, but don't wear them out just yet. You gotta baby steps. You gotta take your time. Now, my next shoe, this one, this girl, she hurts so bad, but she's so freaking cute. But this is the type of shoe where you have to know exactly where you're going and how long it's going to take you to get there. Like, this is a go from the car to the table and back to the car shoe. So something like this, for sure, if you don't know how to walk in heels, you will be walking like Bambi for sure. And that's not cute. We cannot be walking around like that, girl. All right, so if you've made it this far, just a few tips that I have for when you do get your first pair of heels, or when you break them out of the closet, when you dust them off, and I have a few tips for you that you can implement to get more comfortable in your shoes. Now, my first tip is going to be to wear the shoe around the house. I know it sounds crazy and you might feel a little crazy, but this is how you break the shoe in. You do not want the first time you wear the shoe to be out somewhere, because sometimes the shoes are a little bit tighter when you first put them on, or sometimes it seems like the more you walk in them, the tighter they get. So I would recommend while you're doing chores, like sweeping the floor, mopping the floor, going out to get the mail or taking out the trash, whatever, walk around the house in your shoes. Spend about 30 minutes a day, or 30 minutes however many times a week that you can afford to, walking in the shoes just to get comfortable. My second tip would be to get an insole. Now, this, if you don't know, is an insole. It goes inside the shoe. So I got this insole from Amazon. I got them in a pack of like 6 or 7, and it wasn't expensive. I got them a long time ago because I don't put them in every heel. If the heel is like super comfortable, then I don't put them in that heel. But for the most part, I do put them in a lot of my heels. Now, it gives you a little bit of cushion so that it doesn't hurt as much to wear the heel. And it also gives you a little bit of height. If you notice that the strap or any part of your shoe is a little bit loose, then the insole will help because it rises you just a little bit in the shoe, so it makes it fit a little bit more securely. Now, if the strap is a little on the tighter side, you either want to size up if you can, because if you're someone like me, if I go from a 6 to a 6.5, the shoe all over just feels so loose, so I cannot go up even a half size most times. But if you can afford to like go up a half size and the shoe still feels secure, then I would say maybe to just try to use like a shoe stretcher to stretch out the strap just a little bit, or even wear them to break them in so that the shoe strap becomes used to your foot. And then my last tip is going to be to try shoes on before you buy. So I know we all like to shop online because I love fashion over down. I will shop online all day, every day. Like literally in my spare time, that's all I do is scroll online stores, online websites that sell like pre-loved stuff, everything like that. So I know we like to shop online, but I would say just go to the mall, try on some shoes, walk around a little bit in them and see how it feels on your foot. See what feels comfortable and what doesn't. That way, when you are shopping online, you know what style of shoe you like best. And you can always start there. Now, wearing a certain type of heel is not permanent. Just because you start low doesn't mean you have to stay there. We can graduate. Now, if it's your style to always wear like the kitten heel style, that's 100% fine too, because fashion has no boundaries. But if you do want to graduate to something taller, my recommendation would be to just start low and then you grow. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video.
Brand new whip, got